You know, this is so
I need
sad.
a headset.
This is so sad. She's a professional call center agent before joining iFirm.
Yes.
She worked as a call center agent for 11 years and she spoke in English for 11 years. Now only working in iFirm for 6.5 years, she forgot her English. And she wanted to translate for our Team Africa. This is so sad, no? It really proves that iFirm people are dumb. The system is so great, it makes you rich even if you're dumb. No, but, you know, today I'm so amazed that Ken Carey English is really very good. I think he belongs in Africa. No? You can bring him with you. Okay, go ahead, Melanie.
The dumber you are, the more you get richer. So anyways, in 6 years po sa iFirm, sobrang laki po nang nabago sa akin, sir. Nabago, additional financially, of course, but the work ethics, I think it's the same. Kasi work ethics, sa call center, the same lang, nag-overtime ako, hindi kami nalilate, maaga kami pumapasok, rumaraket kami, sumasaitin kami. So it's the same work ethics, the same din yung in-apply ko dito sa iFirm. The big difference is the income. So technically, so yung mga masasipag, naisip ko, kung ang sipag ko nila, nilagay nila sa iFirm, sobrang laki ng ibabago. Kasi gano'n lang din naman kami ni Alex. Like before, gano'n lang din naman. Natutulog kami ng mga 6 hours lang din, 7 hours lang din. Pero yung accumulated na nakuha ko in 11 years pag-work is negative 500,000. Kasi po, ambisyosa na talaga ako. So, kumakain ako using the credit card sa mga mahalong restaurant. Bumabiyahe using the credit card. So, the same lang din. Kung gaano ka pala, yung sinasabi niyo po, sir, kung ano ka mahirap, ganun ka rin naman nung mayaman ka. For example, mayabang ka nung mahirap, mas mayaman ka nung mayaman ka. Kung matulungin ka nung mahirap, mas matulungin ka nung mayaman ka. So, yung napansin niyo po yung suit ko, yung mahirap ako, mahilig din po akong magdamit sa tiyangi nga lang sa Taytay. So, kaway-kaway sa mga tiyangian dyan sa mga, isa ako sa mga bumili sa inyo sa tiyangi. But right now, my tiyangi is in Louis Vuitton. So, that's my tiyangi for now. Pagka wala po akong damit, sinali wala akong costume ngayon. Pupunta ako sa Louis Vuitton, tapos sa shop na yun, sir, mag-chat na lang ako. Parang pa-deliver na naman. Like ngayon, may delivery ngayon kasi wala na akong chance pumunta. So pag uwi ko, may unbox na naman po ako. And of course, nakita ko lang din naman yung lifestyle na yan sa inyo yun, sir, sa inyo yun, ni Madam Kim, diba? So, ginaya ko lang po siya. So, sabi ko, ay, ganun pala sila. So, ikwento ko lang naman, ng super saglit. Si Madam Kim, nung nag-shopping sa London, sabi ko, grabe, ganito pala sila mag-shopping. Ganyan. Tapos, sobrang swipe. Ngayon, naka-mindset ako, so magpabiyahe ko ng biyahe sa Dubai. Sige, ganun din ako gagawin ko din. So, naglinis po ako ng credit card, 1 million. Ang pinakaguwang ko po doon, sir, is ma-decline yung credit card. So, ngayon, ang nangyari, so, nagsha-shopping ako sa Dubai, kasi ginagaya ko nga po ngayon. Tapos, yung na-decline, alam mo, sobrang happy ako. So, yes, finally, na-max out ko. So, ang weird na parang, oh my God. So, ganun, sir, so, sobrang laki ng pinagbago nang nangyari sa akin in 6 years. Happy ako sa sarili ko, nagagawa ko pa rin yung gusto ko, and at the same time, sobrang laki ng kinalakihan ko nung bata ako sa kinalakihan na pag nakikita ko yung mga anak ko ng mga susosyal na ng mga to. Si JD, sir, nung nag-Singapore kami, ayaw niya nang umuwi sa Green Meadows. Yung Green Meadows, pinapangarap ng lahat. Siya ayaw niya na kasi gusto ng Singapore. Iba na yung level. At ito pa, sir, nagpunta siya sa old house, sa bahay sa Taytay, nag-CR siya. Doon sa kina mama, doon pa rin sila mama. Tapos, nung nag-CR siya, tumitingin-tingin daw siya sa CR. Sabi niya, Lola, saan yung flash? Sabi ko, anak, hindi natin yung CR, may flash. so, yun yung mga funny moments na sobrang laki. Time freedom, meron ako kung gusto ko mag-time with my kids. Meron ako mamimili lang. Pero sa weekends talaga is siya sa iFirm kasi karamihan ng mga prospects walang pasok. But weekdays, mas maganda kasi walang traffic, maluwag kung saan lalagay ng mga bata. Sobrang time freedom, mamimili ka. Financial, sir, hindi ko na tumitingin ng presyo. Hindi na ako tumitingin ng presyo, pero na nangalang sa amang pulo nung nagpunta ako sa hindi ka ng person, nagsaman ko. So, yun, sobrang laki, sir. Yun yung pinaka-malaki is time with my kids. Na kahit na pwede, dapat gising ko, nandun ako. Tapos pag uwi ko, although tulog na sila. Pero andun yung chest, na pagising ko, nandun pa rin ako. Merong isang meal na magkakasama kami. Unlike before, walang meal na magkakasama kami. The same lang din naman eh. So the same sipag, the same tiyaga, pagdating dito, different results. Same sipag, same tiyaga. Yumaman ako dito sa IFER, sa old, nangutang, may utang ako, negative 5. In 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mela, in English. Okay, so Mela said, she's always been hardworking together with Alex, and for the past 11 years working in a call center, they were hardworking, they were taking overtime, and they were doing a lot of side businesses. But at the end of the day, after 11 years, they were negative 500,000. Now they owe 500,000 to the credit card. So they just applied their hardworking ethic into iFern, and now they have this lifestyle that they can just go and shop in Louis Vuitton anytime. And when we traveled to London to get the World Branding Awards, her goal was to be able to maximize her credit card because she saw how we shop in London. There was a shop across the street, and Madam Kim wanted to shop in the street, and it was our last day in London. She wanted to buy a very expensive Himalaya bag, so we went across the street. She saw that bag. She said, "Okay, I want this," and then she saw another one. She got that also, and then she saw a third one. She got that also. I think I spent if I'm not mistaken, about $60,000 or 3 million pesos, in like 15 minutes. Okay, so she saw that. So when we were traveling to Dubai, she wanted to do the same thing and make sure that her credit card is declined. She readied $20,000 on her card, and she was so happy when it was declined because for her that is a measure of success to be able to spend a big amount of money in shopping. So now her biggest blessing is time freedom, and the time freedom is not weekends because Saturday and Sunday is reserved for iPhone events. So their time freedom is any day from Monday to Friday where there are less people in the malls. They can have the entire cinema to themselves. There are no lines when they're going to the toy store. So this is the kind of life that they're experiencing right now. Before they had loans, they don't have a way to pay it. Now they have a lot of loans also because they have a lot of new assets. They have solid gold watches, they have Mercedes-Benz, they have a big house. They have loans also, but they already have the capacity to pay all of these loans. Because of what we have taught them, me and Madam, we have loans also. We have a big credit card bills because we love to shop. But we have the ways and means to earn big income in order to pay these credit cards. Okay, yung mga nandito, yung mga takot sa iPhone system, kasi ang tingin nila sa Rolex gastos, ang tingin nila sa luxury car gastos. Hindi po yan gastos, investment yan sa sarili ninyo, investment yan sa negosyo ninyo. Kung hindi nyo iaangat yung itsura nyo, hindi aangat yung negosyo nyo. Kung mukha kayong basura, swerte nyo na kung makakuha kayo ng empleyado na sumali sa negosyo nyo. Kung mukha kayong milyonarya, bilyonarya, ni Mela at ni Alex, kaya huwag kayong magtaka kung bakit 200 ng doktor sa ilalim nila. Kung meron sila mga judge, may-ari ng hospital, mga attorney, mga piskal, at iba-iba pang profesyon, may-ari ng malalaking negosyo. Kaya meron silang ganyan sa organisasyon nila. Kasi yung itsura pa lang nila pagdating, may-ari na sila ng lahat ng nasa paligid nila. Ganun po dapat yung goal ninyo. Hindi pwedeng dumating kayo sa iPhone, ganyan ang itsura nyo. After 2 years in iPhone, ganyan pwede ang itsura ninyo. Tingnan nyo yung sarili nyo, kumpara ninyo sa mga PD, malalaman nyo kung ano yung tinuturo namin. Okay, in English, I was telling the audience that the reason the presidential directors look so differently, or they look like me and Madam Kim, because we teach them to spend. We teach them to look and dress the part of millionaires and billionaires because that is the way you need to look if you want to attract people with money, people with big careers to join your organization. Otherwise, immediately they will look down upon you if they don't see the picture of success when they see you in front of them. Okay? So thank you very much, Melai. And do we have questions from the audience right now? Anybody? Yes, go ahead, sir. By the way, he's a doctor. He's a doctor. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Thank you very much. Tommanny and the heartlands, our heartlands here in the Philippines. First, I would like to start by laying foundation, my question, which is full of appreciations. And I would like to state that back in Africa, we have a belief, and this belief is purely centered on IFAN. In IFAN, Africa, we have a strong belief on the products, and we have a very strong belief on the system. And particularly, Sir Tommanny, we really thank you because you provided and facilitated our visit to the Philippines to confirm that success of how successful the system is by our bare right. We say thank you. Sir Tommanny, we have a very strong belief in the management and you. And we are very happy to confirm what we have been reading in the online medias about people like Zach Lopez, Escandara, Melanie and Alex, the power couple. By the way, Alex and Melanie are very famous in Africa.
Melanie is so happy that you know her name. Because Patrick called her Alex and the wife.
Thank you very much. Why you are famous in Africa is because we have power trio products in IFAN, and you came out as a power couple. For your information, you have competition back in Africa because I and my wife here, Madam Nancy, can stand. Wave to the people, that is my wife. We work together and we are called the African Power Couple. I so say, the belief, the strength and the drive we have for IFAN in Africa has changed and changed completely. Because what we saw here in the Philippines, we just wish our time would be over here, we go back and get hitting the road. We have seen so many presidential directions, unbelievable but achievable. Apart from our management team in Africa, the four of us, the ones you have seen, count us in that line in this year, probably. If we fail, we'll ask for 3 or 4 more months to achieve that. Wow. So, I was just laying foundation on my question, and I felt good to appreciate what hit our hearts. And we, one question I have for my leaders up on the stage. Yesterday in the big event, we saw a hall full of people, estimated 5,000 people. And these people are all networkers within this state and maybe the provinces. I understand that's how you call them. That shows there is competition. And I understand there are other networking companies still in this state. what moved us is that people are also able to make money. So it shows we have big opportunity back in our countries. One of the common challenges that we face, me and many of others in this hall and maybe my team in Africa, there is a strong perception when people believe on the conventional medicine. People like to go to hospitals, and when now they are so weak and defeated is when they come back for a solution in our products. I don't know whether you have a challenge here in Philippines, although it's not a challenge in Africa, because people have been enlightened and they now know that most of these chronic conditions is out of the nutritional supplements and vitamins that we have that are curing them. I will give an example. As one of my consumers of Ivan products. He's an old man, very famous and big in the country of Kenya, big person in the state. He suffered from diabetes for 30 years. But in 5 months, the power trio had cured that man. We have more testimonies of cancer and many other conditions, and people have moved in to be members of IFAN because of that. So, there is still perception of people who believe in the conventional medicine and if they regret so late. I don't know, my upline, my mentor, Melanie, I don't know whether you have had such experience. People without many of perception, and in any case, how do you handle such a case? For me, I have learned to say this one is different. And now, when you know, when you come to want to understand how different it is, that's how I can say to you. So maybe you can have maybe different tactics of handling such cases. Thank you.
Okay, so your question is about how to handle questions about the power trio, about the difference of the vitamins with conventional medicines coming from the hospital. Am I correct?
No, it's just a mental perception about people out in the market. Just some percentage of people you find probably are able to handle such questions, but there are people in this hall, even my people down in Africa, who want to know what alternative practice to use.
Okay. Because you're a doctor, right? Correct?
I am a doctor.
Yes. So you're a doctor. When you talk, people believe you, right? So that is your advantage because you're a doctor.
Yes.
Yes. But majority of IFER members are not doctors. Okay? So we will ask them to sample. We'll ask Cecille Rances because she's not a doctor, but her child was cured using Fernley. So let us allow her to share the power of her testimony. Go ahead. Thank you, sir. Can I have a seat?
Hi, fantastic morning, sir, and everyone. Thank you din, sir, sa opportunity na to. Good thing you are a doctor. That's an advantage. Because as what Sir Tom had said, I am not a doctor. I am a chemical engineer by profession. And before I saw IFERN, I'm running a business for a gasoline station. I entered IFERN because my son was healed by Fernley. Before, I don't know IFERN, but I am really looking for vitamin D.
Africans know that vitamin D is not just vitamin. And as a doctor, you know that. Our friend is not a vitamin, but it is a hormone, right? Okay. So I know that before I see iFern, and I was looking for that product. But vitamin D is only available online, and I don't believe that it is not fake, because I believe every online product is fake. And I am going to use it to my son. I cannot risk the life of my son. Good thing my auntie offered me the vitamin D. So I grabbed it. Your question is, how will an iFern member will introduce the Power Prio without being a profession of doctor? That's your question, right? Okay. For me, the first attack to client, I did not introduce first the vitamins. My first question to client is, I was asking their current status in life, example, their profession, what they are doing. I'm establishing rapport. I'm touching his or her life first. Okay. Then after that, the client will tell the story of his life. Then I will come up to a question that I will ask them, are you okay to ask if I ask a very serious question? Then the client will say, okay, it's okay, you ask. Then promise me you will not laugh at my question. Then I will ask the client, are you taking a bath and brushing teeth? Then the client will laugh. So, if the answer is yes, then I will introduce that you will earn from toothpaste and soap that you are using. Then eventually, I will introduce the vitamins. I will incorporate the vitamins. But for the question of if is he or she is brushing teeth and taking a bath, I can introduce that you can earn from the brand that you are using if you use iFern. And good thing, to this kind of soap and toothpaste, there is free. You know what is free? The vitamins. So after seeing those statements, the client will become interested because everyone is interested in extra income. So I do not need to convince him to use the vitamins because everybody is aware that everybody must use or take vitamins. So there's no struggle in introducing because I make it a free to the toothpaste and soap. Did I answer the question? No, sweet.
Can I add? So, but I really understand your question because you are a doctor. Apparently, that is actually the birth pain in starting a business and introducing a product, especially you are in Africa, you are in a huge country. So way back 2016, so when we started iFern, we really explained what is the vitamin B4. So we explained from one person to another, to another, to another. So we did our own research, what is vitamin B4, and then we let the people choose the iFern products instead of using the conventional. So what we normally ask is that, I'm sure you have B complex in Africa, right? B complex. So you're taking B complex, right? So we are actually comparing the prices of the conventional vitamins compared to the iFern products, which in Philippine case, it is actually much lower than the conventional, than the traditional in the market. So, what I was praying way back is that time will come that we don't need to explain what is vitamin B4 until we got a doctor. Actually, in Africa, you are the edge because you are the doctor. So they will just point you. He is a doctor. He is actually giving this to the patients. We already subscribe this to the patients. So you can actually get the other doctors instead of giving medicines, which is the conventional medicine. They can actually give the iron products, and they can earn from it, right? They are not going to change anything. They can still go to the clinic. They can still make the operation, and then they are just going to change the brand that they are actually they're actually giving to the patients, and they will earn. Okay, so and then COVID came. So we do not need to explain what is vitamin B4. And right now in the Philippines, I don't know if that will be helpful in your country. Iron products is already in the MINS. I'm not sure what is that called in your country. MINS is that
It's a pharmaceutical guide. So this is a book where all of the different medicines sold in the Philippines and Fight Firmly is inside this book. So we don't know if you have this book in Africa. Maybe we can pay to have Firmly, Fernactive, Milka, and put inside this book. So you can show the people in Africa that it is part of the pharmacy guide.
yes, and it made our life easier. But then going back to the first thing I've said, you are the key. You will be the one who can actually penetrate Africa because you are a doctor. So anything that you will say, they will believe. Okay, so I think use that as an edge. You use that as your advantage, and the whole team will benefit from it. So you just have to convince yourself, or they should feel the conviction that from you that the iron products is really very, very good and really, really effective. And it is effective, as what you have said with your testimony about the diabetes. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Melai. And I got a message on my phone. Dr. Alvin Buranday, who is a surgeon, and under their network they have the 200 doctors. Okay, so you want to make a comment as a fellow doctor is there. Okay.
So, a fantastic morning, everyone. Yes, to my colleague, yes, I'm Dr. Alvin Buranday. I'm a surgeon. I'm from Cebu, and I'm very proud to be under the wings of the Melnie Sumalinog.
Akala ko you're very proud because I answered it in English.
Yeah, just to comment on that, Doctor, with regards to your challenge in Africa, that most of the patients there would conventionally go to the hospital, right? And probably one thing there is you need to improve your public health in terms of educating people here. Because primarily when we started in IFER, we were really welcome into the products that IFER has. It's not really in the business side. Remember, doctors, we are here to heal, right? And we have never been taught in med school to become an entrepreneur, right? So when we joined IFER, it was more on the products. And we believe in the products, particularly with our Firmly, because it's been in the World Branding Awards since 2019. And with that alone, we know that there are so many brands out there in the market that they say their vitamin D is the best, but of course you can only be the best when you win that World Branding Award. Not just for once, twice, thrice, but for 4 consecutive years. So with that alone, we know that the products will surely benefit our patients. So what we are doing here when we join IFER is the type of networking wherein we educate people Okay, and I would like to empower not just the doctors, no, who are members here, but even those who are not doctors. Because primarily, if we are doctors, our main goal is of course prevention, right? We always say prevention is better than cure. And it's not just doctors who can tell that, no one can say that. Of course, you yourself, if you're a parent, if you're a guardian, if you're a brother, if you're a sister, a mother, a dad, that is what we always think. Prevention is better than cure. So we have to give this wonderful beneficial supplements to our patients, not just to our patients, but we are so happy because in our family, you know, it has helped a lot, both medically and even financially thereafter. So one thing for that, you know, when you have a challenge in Africa, what I can say is just you empower your patients to be informed about what's best for them, so that in that way you can prevent them, you know, from getting all these chronic diseases, you know, which can actually be treated and can be prevented, not just by taking our products, right? And for you as a doctor, you can be the, you know, the first fire there, you know, to light other fire, other doctors, and not just doctors, but even people around you. Make iFern products available in every household in Africa. Okay? And that is our goal. No? That is our goal. That's why Sir Tommanny is doing, you know, the iFern business internationally. We're going there. Okay, thank you, Sir Tom, for that.
Thank you, Doc Albert. Can we see how many doctors are in the house today? Can the doctors stand up? Can we see the doctors who are in the room? Mga doktor pwede po tumayo. Can we see the doctors who are up here? Okay, so later, no? Let's take a picture with our doctor from Africa so that you can have a picture with the other doctors. No? Later, make sure that you take a picture with... Later, sir, later. Later. Side day. This is connected, no, to my advice to Patrick. That's why it's very important to keep posting. Because when, you know, everybody in Africa is posting about Fern-D, about the beauty of Fern-D, about the World Branding Awards for Fern-D, and then we have videos and pictures of the many doctors in the Philippines who are part of the iFern business. And now today you have the opportunity to take pictures with the doctors in iFern. And of course, when you post, you tag their names. You tag their names, no? You make Facebook friends with them, tag their names so that the people in Africa say, oh, are these people really doctors? When they click on the name, then they will see that these are really actually doctors. It's faster than Google. Okay? They just click the name, they see that these are doctors, and these doctors are in iFern. So that will make your business faster and easier. Okay? So, okay, let me ask a question, no, of Gelai here. I think this is a question that's very easy for her to answer because she said so last night. This is a single mom. Okay, those have been iFern longer know that she used to work together on the Spartans team with her ex-husband. No? And it's very celebrated also that they parted ways. And then, of course, now she has achieved the Regal Circle status and she did it as a single mom. So let's ask her that question. How did, you know, Gelai Mateo, you know, the person so in love with her asshole and ex, just a few years ago, how did you overcome and how did you become Gelai Mateo, the Sapphire Presidential Director and Regal Circle Awardee of iFern?
Hi, fantastic morning, and thank you for that wonderful question. So,
Okay, former call center agent, team leader, and manager requesting to speak in Tagalog.
First of all, the first thing you need to do when you're faced into a challenge is to look for the right people to talk to. Huwag makipag-usap sa kapitbahay, huwag makipag-usap sa taong mas mahirap sa'yo, huwag makipag-usap sa taong mas emosyonal sa'yo. You have to talk to somebody that will give you values, wisdom, and directions. When I was faced with a very challenging time, it was very hard because I'm handling a business. And business is about people. So, mahirap para sa akin na hindi ako emotionally stable. Because maraming tumatakbo sa utak ko, marami akong na-feel. But I remember the first persons that I went to was my uplines. Upline Ken and Rain, upline Melex, and of course Sir Tommanny and Madam Kim. Because alam ko, these people is fair. They will tell me what I needed to hear. They will tell me what I needed to do. Diba? And ang gagawin nila, bibigyan nila ako ng direction. Diba? Of course, it takes two to tango. Kahit sobrang ganda ng binibigay na advice sa atin, syempre, of course, every one of us will have challenges on the way. Diba? Or baka you're facing a challenge right now. My story might be different, pero may mga taong mag-a-advise sa'yo. Diba? Make sure mo lang yung mga tao na yun is worth it. Napakinggan. Diba? Huwag kang lalapit at magtatanong dun sa alam mo na ibibigay lang sa'yo yung dapat mong marinig. Or yung gusto mong marinig. Diba? Ako, for so long, yung mga uplines ko, pinapagalitan ako lagi. Si Sir Tom, lagi niyang sinasabi sa akin na tanga-tanga ko, hindi yan worth it, you have to know your worth, you have to understand what you need to do. Diba? Makinig ako sa kanila, hindi siya madali. Pero when you're focused sa gusto mong mangyari, diba, sa gusto mong mangyari that time, ang gusto mong mangyari, hindi ako magmukhang kawawa. Sinong hindi ko yung gustong magmukhang kawawa? Meron ba? So I turned my pain into power. I focused on my network. Diba? Yung iba kasi, konting sakit lang, ayaw man na mag-iFirm. Konting away lang nilang mag-asawa, ayaw na nilang mag-network. Diba? But sa totoo lang, napakasarap. Diba? Napakasarap na pagdaanan mo yan lahat. Isang tabi mo muna, sabi sa akin ni Upline Melay ko, love is just a feeling. Love is just a feeling na parang gutom lang yan. Lilipas din yan. Diba? So, ako, ang ginawa ko, umupo ako, kinalma ko yung sarili ko, pinakinggan ko lahat ng sinabi ng mga uplines ko, gumawa ako ng plano, sabi ko, itong buong taon na to, 2021 and 2022, I will make a comeback and I will be the Gelai that I want to be. So, nung pinabaho ko, I had my team on board, sir. Sinabi ko sa kanila yung plano ko. Iniwanan ko yung ayaw sumama. Kasi at the end of the day, kapag ikaw leader ka, kailangan maayos yung utak mo, maganda yung resulta mo, malaki yung income mo, kita ng downlines mo sa'yo, dapat lahat ng pangarap nila, dapat makuha mo lahat ng kaya mong kuhanin rank, rank advance, lahat ng mga diamonds, lahat, kotse, dapat kita nila sa'yo. Kasi kung hindi, sabi ka ni Sir, law of the land, kung hindi ka aangat, hindi mo mahahatak yung mga downlines mo. So, ako po, yun lang po yung ginawa Hindi ako nakinig sa mga bystanders and sa mga, ano ba tawag sa mga, chismosa, ganun. Sa mga marites, yun po, sir, yung ginawa ko. Thank you po.
So in English, she said, just be focused. Okay, to give a better translation, she said when she was facing troubles and difficulties, her advice is don't listen to the wrong people. Because when you listen to the wrong people, especially people who are close to you, maybe your mother, your sister, your neighbor, your best friend, your workmate, maybe what they have is not advice, but opinion. So as an IFERN leader, as an IFERN presidential director, she shared that she needs to talk to her uplines. She needs to talk to her uplines with result. She needs to talk to myself, to talk to Mama Dan Kim, people with a lot of experience, so that she can get the right advice. And then when she got the right advice, she decided that it's no longer time to wallow in misery, but time to move on. So she decided that her focus would be to achieve a Regal Circle status for 2022. So every month, she set on that goal, and every month she worked hard on achieving that goal. And just to share, every month, we would have these conversations with Gelai. And usually she would message me like on the third week of the month and say, "Sir, oh my God, my income is only 400,000. So I said, "What are you afraid of? You still have 1 week left." Okay? And then sometimes she would say, "Sir, there are only 5 days left, and I'm still down by 400,000. And she amazed me, and she amazed herself when she was able to earn 400,000 in 3 days. Okay? So now, every time she messaged me, she would say, "Sir, 1 week left, I'm still down by 400,000. So I said, "What's the problem? You can earn 400,000 in 3 days. You still have 3 days to spare. So what are you worried about?" And so she would always thank me when she's achieved the 1 million. And she would say that, "Sir, thank you very much for believing in me, even on days when I don't believe in myself." Okay, so sometimes, and oftentimes, you just need somebody to believe in you. So this is a message to all leaders. When you are in doubt, don't talk to people who don't believe in you. Don't talk to your mother, don't talk to your father, don't talk to your husband, don't talk to your child, don't talk to your neighbor, don't talk to your best friend or your ex-office mate who don't believe in your business. You need to talk to people who believe in your business. And of course, we have a rule, the yes upline rule, or the negative up, positive down. You do not give your problems to your downlines. Because how can your downlines handle your problems when they're supposed to get encouragement and advice and wisdom from the uplines? The uplines are not supposed to give them problems. When you have problems, you have challenges, you have concern, you talk to your uplines. Because your uplines are there to help you solve your problems, because the problems you're having, they have already gone through it. Wala kang magiging problema na hindi napagdaanan ng upline mo. Sa upline ka magtanong ng problema, sa upline ka mag-share ng problema. Wag ka mag-share ng problema sa mga downline mo. Kasi ang pag-share ng problema sa downline mo, yan ang katapusan ng negosyo mo. When you share your problems with the downlines, you are killing your own business. You are ending your own business when you share problems to your downlines. Okay? Share your concerns, problems to your uplines. Okay, so this leads me to my question, to our youngest member or youngest guest here tonight. My question is, Chano, bilang pinakabata dito at siguro sabihin na natin, malakas ang loob na bumili ng isang 6.5 million na kotse. Hindi ka ba pinigilan, pinagbawalan? Hindi ka ba nakarinig ng mga salita sa mga kamag-anak mo, kaibigan mo, classmate mo, mga kakilala mo na, "Chano, ba't ka tumigil sa pag-aaral? Chano, ang laki ng kita mo, ba't hindi mo lang iwan yan sa bangko? Chano, ba't hindi ka bumili ng mas malaking bahay? Chano, ba't ka bumili ng Rolex? Chano, ba't ka bumili ng sports car? Okay? So, can you help answer that question? Kasi yung mga mas matatanda dito, no, sa iyo, nagpapadala sila sa mga sabi-sabi ng mga tao na nakapaligid sa kanila. Yung mga tao walang pera, doon sila nakikinig. So, can you help us by sharing your own experience about what do these people around you, what do they say? Yung mga siyempre, meron ka pa rin kamag-anak na wala sa IFER, no? Meron ka pa rin naman na makakilala na wala sa IFER. Paano mo na-handle? Ano ba yung sinasabi nila sa'yo? Paano mo siyang nababago, no? Or hindi pinapakinggan yung mga pananaw ng iba?
Right, good morning po. Hindi mo na po ako mag-English at hindi naman po sikreto na ako po isang high school dropout. Diba?
Understood.
Anyway po, wala naman po akong naririnig ng mga ganong questions. Pero there is one question lang talaga, which is yung about the school. Many asked me, why did I stop going to school? And given na kumikita ng malaki, may pang-tuition naman, laging hindi mawawala. Every time na I meet some parents, ang pinakaunang question nila sa akin lagi is, bakit ako nag-stop sa school? Siguro sa 2 years, no? Kasi it's been 2 years na po since pinamana sa akin yung business, yung negosyo po, yung iPhone business ni Ma'am. Sa loob ng 2 years, every time na umattend ako, seasons, every time na kakausap ko si Sir Tom, kakausap ko yung kasama ko po sa meeting ng PD Council, ang dami ko po naging realizations. And especially nung nakita ko yung na may mga kabatch ko din, no? May mga nandiyan sa apply na Matthew Santizas, diba? Na nagagawa niya, na nag-stop, hindi mo nag-stop, nag-post. Yung pala yung tamang term, post. Nag-post muna to focus on kung anong meron ngayon, which is yung iFriend business. No? At ginarap po nila or namin yung opportunity to focus muna on this business. Kasi po, ayun nga, sa loob po ng 2 years na nakikita ko kung paano alagaan ni Sir Tom yung ibang PDs, especially po ako, no? Especially ako, kung paano niya ako alagaan, nakita ko po talaga na hindi ako mapapabayaan talaga dito sa iFriend. No? Kasi dyan naman yung mga PDs, ayan, talagang nagiging parents ko din, especially Sir Tom and Madam. Talagang kayo po yung pinaka-naging nanay at tatay ko po. Dito po sa iFriend. No? Talagang hindi ko nakita na mapapabayaan. No? So nakinig lang po ako. Pinapakinggan ko yung mga talk ni Sir Tom, yan, nagkaroon ako ng mga realizations. No? And ayun nga po, no? I decided to drop out sa school, to focus din, bigyan ko ng time, dahil yun nga, sinabi ni Sir Tom na gift daw, yung gift na ni Mami, yung presence ko or yung inspiration na iwan ni Mami. Kumbaga, marami na-inspire. And doon, nung nalaman ko na marami na-inspire sa story ni Mami, story namin, na-inspire din ako. Na marami, gulo na na-inspire ako na nakaka-inspire ako. Basta parang gano'n. Na-inspire ako na nakaka-inspire po ako ng ibang tao. And doon ko nakita yung value talaga ng business na to, which is helping others and inspiring others po na nakadagdag din sa decision ko na mag-drop out na muna po talaga sa school to focus po na mag-inspire pa ng ibang maraming tao. And also po, no, si iFriend talaga, sobrang simple lang talaga itindihin. No? Sa loob ng 2 years ko dito, sobrang simple lang po niyang itindihin. Tulad yun na sinabi ko one time, mas simple pa sa 1+1. Mas simple pa sa mathematics, sa science, sa English, diba? Kumbaga, sa school, tinuturuan ako ng mga nouns, pronouns, gano'n. Eh, dito po sa iFriend, tuturuan ka kung paano kumita ng pera. Tuturuan ka kung paano kumita ng pera. And nakita ko po sa iFriend as an opportunity to skip the process. Diba? Ang dami po kasi, ayan, especially nung umaattend na ako, ang dami ko pong naririnig na mga sharing na 5 years na empleyado, 10 years empleyado, 15 years na empleyado, or 15 years na sa traditional na business or kung ano man pinagkakabala nila. And hindi pa rin nila natitikman yung success, or hindi pa rin, or wala pa daw nababago sa buhay nila. Diba? And ang dami kong naririnig na ganyung mga stories, bakit pa ako makikigaya? Diba? Kumbaga, halos lahat ng mga kausap ko, or halos lahat ng may interview ni Sir Tom na napapakinggan ko, halos ang same story, different stories pero same results. Ang resulta nila is wala. And kung gagayahin ko yung story nila, for sure, magiging resulta ko is wala din. Diba? And dito kay iFern, ayun nga, nagkakaresulta na. And ang kinagandahan pa dito kay iFern, diba? Sa school, babayad ako ng tuition para maturuan. And dito sa iFern, tinuturuan ako ni Sir Tom at the same time, binibigyan ako ng 1 million kada buwan. Yun lang naman po yung siguro yung isang question lang lagi na tinatanong sa akin bakit ako nag-drop out. And the reason why nag-drop out ako kasi si Sir Tom po talaga yung pinaka-magaling na teacher na nakilala ko. And I know si Sir Tom po yung talagang nagpapayaman. Ang dami na napayaman ni Sir Tom. Gusto ko, ako din, gusto tayo magpayamanin ni Sir Tom. Thank you very much, Sir.
Thank you, Chano, for the very inspiring answer. So just to share to our African friends, my question to Chano was, as an 18-year-old buying a 6.5 million peso car, don't you have relatives, or people you know who are saying, why buy an expensive sports car? You should buy a house or keep the money in your savings. What if the iPhone business is not earning anymore? It's make sure that you have a lot of money in your bank account. And he said that he doesn't hear people around him saying, why are you buying this, why are you buying that? But every time, people will ask him, why did you drop out of high school? Why did you stop going to school? Especially when he meets parents. The parents would say, you're earning a lot of money, obviously you can pay tuition, why did you stop schooling? So his answer would be, he said, yes, I'm learning a lot from my teachers. They're teaching me about pronouns, nouns, algebra, all of these things that I cannot use in real life. He said, as opposed to here in iPern, I'm teaching how to earn a lot of money. And in the past 2 years that he's been totally involved in iPern, he sees that iPern is easier than 1 + 1. Because what he's doing every day leads to big income. And he also said that in school, he needs to pay tuition. As opposed to here, he's learning from Tommanny for free and he's getting paid 1 million pesos every month. And then, one time I told him that just his presence alone, for people to see an 18-year-old that inherited the business from his mother who only did iPhone business for 3 years and having earned 33 million in the past 2 years since his mother passed away, I told him, Chano, it's a blessing to be an inspiration. So he said that he dropped out of school because he wanted to continue to be an inspiration to many people. Just for people to have their picture taken with Chano is a reminder that if they put in effort in this business, their future will be secured because iPhone is a business that you can pass on to the next generation. So, do we have questions from the audience? Anybody ready to ask a question? Yes, go ahead.
Fantastic morning po. Sa mapagpalang araw po, Sir ko. Ako po si ating ma'am ng iPhone Nation. Rances warrior po. Ang tanong ko po, ako po kasi ay 14 years na nagtrabaho sa government employee po ako. Depende po Lupa. Tama po si Captain Chano. Kompleto po ng subject doon. Ang mga supervisor ko po, English supervisor. Lahat po ng subject, mga supervisor at saka po. Yun, social. Ngayon po, talagang nag-serve po ako. Totoo po na, masipag po ako. Tapos, lahat po din ng negosyo na try ko na. Marami na rin po networking na napasukan sa purpose ng dalaga ako. Tapos po, dumating po yung point pamilya na po ako, na-realize ko may mali yata po sa ginagawa ko. Parang hindi ko kaya kung buhay ng tatlong anak ko, dun sa kinikita ko kahit po. Nagtatrabaho po ako ng bonggang-bongga, tapos may sideline pa po ako. Ang nanay ko po ay grade 4 po ang natapos. As in, tanda ko po yung sari-sari store namin. Ang nanay ko po, ang pananaw niya, tama po ulit si Sir Tom, pinag-aral niya po kami mabuti. Nakatapos po kami, pero dumating din yung pagkakataon, graduate po kami magkakapatid. Pero mas malaki po yung kinikita ni nanay. Actually, sa tagal po ng pagtitinda ni nanay, inugat na nga po yung mga bitsin niya. Nakapagpatayo po siya ng 20 parukahan. Nabigyan niya din po kami ng tag-isang bahay ng nanay at tatay ko magkakapatid. Mga simple lang po. Nagtataka po ako, bakit ang tagal ko nagtrabaho 14 years, wala pa po ako napupunta, hindi ko po napunta rin sa sarili kong bahay. Bigay po ni nanay at tatay yun. Tapos po, nung lumalaki yung mga bata ko, hindi ko po sila mabibigyan ng baon ko lang. Kaya naisip ko, may mali talaga sa ginagawa ko lang. Lord, pag tumanda ako, paano ko gagawin ko? Tapos po, dumating nga yan, yung mali yung pag-handle ko ng pera. May nagkapera po ako, nilaban ko lahat ng negosyo. Mali yung pananaw ko sa pera. Hala ko mga po totoo yun, yung pananaw ko ng bata tao, nung dumating ako sa edad na ganito, namit ko yung iPhone, binasag niya lahat ng mali pananaw ko sa pera, mali yung pagtulong, mali yung paano ko nagtatrabaho. Kasi akala ko pag mabuti, magbunga naman po talaga yung mabuti. Pero, in the end, responsibility ko pa rin yun. Kaya po ang tanong ko, sir, ano po yung, although narinig ko, ang dami ko natutunan ng buong taon, salamat po sa iPrenation ka sa inyo. Ano po, bukod sa kalusugan, kagalingan ko na natanggap, marami po mabubuting tao na may ko dito sa iPren. Ang tanong ko sa inyo, gusto ko po matuto pa ng tungkol sa pera, yung financial literacy, at saka gusto ko matuto kung paano ko kaya-handle ng mas maganda yung negosyo. Although nandiyan na po yung karunong binigay nyo, yun po yung lakas na loob. Kompleto na nga po yung iPren. Salamat po sa system nyo. Yun sir, gusto ko pang marinig kasi yung pananaw ko nung last year, syempre mas matipid ako ngayon. Pag narinig ko ulit po tayo, salamat po sa inyong mga.
Okay, thank you. May tatanong lang po ako sa inyo. Kailan po kayo nag-join sa Iber?
Yung nagkasakit po kasi ako, 2020, pero
2020.
user lang po ako.
Negosyo nyo na ba yung Iber? Nag-umpisa na po ba kayo? Hindi ba?
Ano po, nung last year lang po, nagsimula
Okay. May rank na po kayo?
Opo, builder na po.
Builder, okay. So 2 years na po kayo sa Iber. Last year inumpisahan nyo. Ngayon builder na po kayo.
Yes po, salamat
Okay,
po.
so ano po yung highest income ninyo in 1 month?
Actually, sir, magaling talaga ako sa retail kasi nga po
Okay,
mag-income.
so
Sa
magkano
retail,
income nyo sa retail?
sa retail po, hataw po ako. Hindi lang halata nung sa dashboard po naka 17, 18 K po. Ano lang po yun tamang hindi pa po ako yung
15, 17, 18,000 a month.
Nagkaroon po akong ganong income.
Okay, per isang buwan po yun.
Opo.
Isang buwan. Tapos yung sa retail, magkano kita nila?
Kumikita po ako ng 10. Or basta po depende sa
10,000. Isang buwan po yun, isang araw.
Nangyayari rin po sir. Minsan kasi yun nakakatatlong power trio o
Okay. Tapos pag nakatatlong power trio ka na, magpapahinga ka na bukas na.
sir, post pa rin masipag po talaga. Kaya lang po, yun nga po di po ba na kasakit. Tapos, pero galing na po ako ng 2021 clear po ako. Tapos yung magiging nanay ko pa, hinahandle ko po yung
Ilan yung anak mo?
tatlo po, mga teenager na tas asawa kasi may work.
So teenager na yung mga anak nyo. Ilan taon na po yung teenager?
17, 16, 14.
Okay, so pinapaliguan nyo sila araw-araw. Pinapadede nyo po.
Hindi po.
Sabi
Pero,
mo, busy ka sa tatlong anak mo 14, 15, 17 eh.
yun sir,
Ha? Pinapalitan nyo ng diaper everyday.
actually sir, yun nga po, hindi ko pa naiwan yung iba ko assignment sa nanay ko, sa tatay ko. Meron po ako mga sideline. Pero yun po, nag-a-ayos na po.
Okay, so... Sige, salamat po sa tanong nyo. Just very quick, sagutin ko lang muna yung first part ng question niya and then I will give the question to the rest. Sabi niya, hindi daw niya maintindihan bakit yung nanay niya may sari-sari store, mas malaki pa yung kinita, nakapagpatayo pa ng bahay, no, para ipamigay sa kanilang mga magkakapatid. Very simple lang yun kasi bilang empleyado, ubos yung pera mo sa pamasahe, sa pagkain sa kung saan ka nagtatrabaho. No, maybe you earn 500 pesos a day, but yung pang-commute mo sa daan isang araw, yung pagkain mo 150 isang araw. So kalahati na lang natira sa'yo. Kaya akala mo malaki yung income mo, pag pinactor in mo yung para sa pamasahe, kunyari nag-boarding house ka pa, tapos yung pagkain mo araw-araw, no, yung mga kasamaan mo magyayaya ng Starbucks kahit wala ka ng pera, makiki-Starbucks ka. So doon po nauubos yung kita po. Kaya wala talagang natitira pang empleyado ka. Actually, mga kasambahay, mas malaki yung net income kesa doon sa mga empleyado. Kasi libre yung sabon, libre yung shampoo, libre yung panlaba, libre kuryente, libre tubig, libre wifi, no? Tapos pagkapabait yung amo, libre pa damit, di ba? Okay, so anyway, yung kalagayan po ninyo, yung question ninyo, yung situation niyo po, normal na normal po yan dito sa mga nasa stage ko. I will ask Gelai first now to answer that question, and maybe the others, if they want to pitch in, they can add also.
Thank you, sir. So, yung question na kasi, sabi niya nakakain naman ng lahat, may uplines, mabuti yung tao, natuturo naman daw lahat. Siguro ma'am, ang kulang na lang is ikaw. Ikaw na lang talaga yung kulang. Diba? Laging sinasabi, in iFern, nakalatag na talaga lahat. So, sobrang simple na lang nung gagawin, natitake for granted. Kasi nandyan na lahat. Punta ka sa Facebook, pwede mong i-copy lahat ng post. Walang magagalit sa'yo. Ganun kababait yung mga taga-iFern. Lahat ng RBAs, everyday meron. Lahat ng uplines, pag nagpa-picture ka, nagtanong na magsasagot. Lahat ng Tommanny talks, lahat ng season, naka-record, pwede mong balik-balikan. At the end of the day, tayo na lang talaga yung kulang. Yung trabaho na lang and yung commitment na lang talaga natin. Kasi pag hindi ka pa yumaman kay iFern, isa lang naman talaga yung totoo eh. Tamad ka. Tamad ka or hindi ka nagtitiwala sa tinuturo sa'yo. Kanina sabi ko, it takes two to tango. Marami kong nagturo sa akin. Sumunod po ako. Kung hindi ako sumunod at hindi ko ginawa yung tinuro sa akin, hindi po ako nakaharap sa inyo ngayon at hindi po ako kumita ng 13 million last year. So lahat po na nandito, ang simple lang po talaga ni iFern. Tuwing umaga, bumangon ka, pumausap ka ng tao. Pumausap ka, talk to people, 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 talk to people. Daily grind lang talaga. Pag wala kang kinakausap, wala kang makuklose. Pag wala kang makuklose, walang pay-in. Pag walang pay-in, walang pera. Pag walang pera, demotivated ka. Wala pong mag-motivate sa'yo, sarili mo lang. So, at the end of the day, mag-decide ka ngayon kung tatamad-tamad pa tayo sa 2023 or may iwanan ba kayo dito? Kasi kami pong lahat, yung top 20, lahat po ng top distributors, kami po yung magiging apply ng mundo. So, sumama ka sa amin, magtrabaho ka na, nakalatag naman po lahat. So, yun lang po, Sir Tom, and I hope I answered your question, ma'am.
You answered it very well, no? So to translate to our African friends, no? The lady had a question, no? Her mother had a small convenience store, no? And because of this small convenience store, she was able to put all of the children to college. All of them graduated, and she's wondering, we are all graduated in college. How come my mother with a small convenience store is earning more than all of us? Okay, so I answered the question very quickly. I said, because your salary, the moment you're taking a commute to go to work, you pay for the transportation, you get to work, no, you need to pay for meals while you're working, for the snack, for the lunch, for the afternoon snack. You know, sometimes your friends invite you to go to the Starbucks for an expensive coffee and you will join them for that. So all of your income, no, even more than half of it, just goes to transportation and to food. And then, you know, when Gelai answered, she said that you just said so yourself that iFern have a great system, iFern have a great product. You're learning so much since the past year, listening to everything here in iFern. So Gelai said, yes, iFern already have all of these things. The only thing missing is you. No? If you're not earning with all of this from iFern, it's either you're not giving time or you're lazy. Okay, so that was her answer to the lady. And she said that if every day you talk to people, then you will start having results. Because if you talk to people, then you will get the pay-in. Once you get the pay-in, then you will have income. Because at the end of the day, if you don't have income, you will be demotivated and you will stop doing the business. Okay? So we will allow Cecille Rances to answer also that question because I'm sure she has something to add. Because I know she sounds like a lot of Cecille Rances downlines.
Dadagdag ko lang po yung sa sinabi ni Aunt Gelai. Ang sinabi po kasi ni Aunt Gelai, baka ikaw na lang yung kulang. Totoo po yun. Ikaw na lang talaga nga yung kulang. And ngayon po, yung sagot ko is tuturuan kita para ikaw na ang magkusang pumasok sa iFern. Ibigay mo yung sarili mo. May tanong lang po ako, ilang account ka po sa iFern? Ilan po? 7? Yan naman pala. Ano po? 7 accounts. Kasi po, nakaka-relate ako sa inyo kasi ang ganda ng testimony mo sa product. Ikaw, Cecille Rances, tama po? Okay. Good thing po, sabi mo po is magaling kang magbenta. Sa product kasi, wala nang question sa'yo, matindi ang paniniwala mo sa product. Kaya mo siyang ipaglaban, kaya mo siyang ibenta. Ang kailangan mo na lang paniwalaan ay yung negosyo. And kailangan mo pong kailangan nating tanggapin, pag sinabing negosyo, hindi mo pwedeng takasan ang salitang kapital. Kung gusto mo po talagang ma-engage yung sarili mo sa iFern at sumipag na at kumilos na araw-araw, subukan mo pong mga kapital ng family package. Tingnan ko lang kung ikaw po ay tamarin pa. Kung sakali po man na dumating or sa audience, may nakakaranas pa rin pong pumipetik sa family package, mag-pay-in ka ulit, family package. Pag petics ka pa rin, pay-in ka ulit, family package. Pag petics pa rin, mag-pay-in ka ulit, family package. Kasi po, kanya-kanya tayong level ng amount na kung ano yung amount na magpapakilo sa atin. Kasi the more na naglagay ka ng pera, the more na hindi mo nakakayanin yung risk, the more na matataranta ka na paano mo babawiin yung kapital mo. So kahit po, sabi niyo nga po, nandun yung gusto mo eh. Gusto mo talaga siya eh. Gusto mong gawin yung iFern. Gumaling ka, tapos ang galing mong magbenta. Kaya lang may isang factor po na kailangan tanggapin pagpapasok ka sa negosyo. Hindi natin pwedeng isang tabi ang salitang kapital. And right now po, the best package is family package. Kasi, unang-una, masakit sa pulsa eh. 332,500, tama? Eh, pag ipanatalo mo yung 332,500, maaaring awayin ka ng asawa mo, ng anak mo, kasi natalo yung 332. Yung 66,500 kasi ate, matagal mo nang bawi. Kumbaga, tapos na eh, matagal mo nang nabawi yung 66,500 kasi gumaling ka. Diba? So, wala ka nang natatalo right now. Kaya ang galaw natin, petics. Subukan mo pong itaas yan, total. Para sa akin po kasi, isang patunay na malaki ang belief mo sa kumpanya ay kapag malaki ang account mo dito sa iFern. Kasi naniniwala ka na yung perang bibitawan mo ay hindi mapapariwara. Isang patunay yan, para sa akin isang patunay na malaki ang paniniwala mo sa kumpanya kung lahat na lang ng meron ka, itinaya mo na. Ang maganda lang po sa iFern, pag itinaya mo ang lahat-lahat ng meron ka, mababawi mo naman siya, tama, di ba? Dahil may product, may ROI pa. So, ang akin po, sagot dun sa inyo, para mas negosyo. Ang laki ng gusto niyong makuha, sumugal kayo ng dapat. Gusto mong magkakotse, alam ka namang mga kapital ka lang ng 66,500, eh ang gusto mo yung kotse yung Jaguar. Eh kahit gulong po, hindi kaya yung 66,500. Kasi po yung malaking kapital, yun ang magpapasipag sa inyo. Pag malaki yung kapital mo, araw-araw maghahanap ka ng training, araw-araw mahanap ka ng kausap. Wala kang gagawin kundi ipanalo yung kinapital mo. So yun po, yung... At maganda po ngayon, kung kayo po ay negosyante at may credit card, ako po ay nagdadalar-dalar ng mata. Alam niyo kung bakit nakaka-dollars ng mata yung araw na to, pati kahapon? May makukuha po kayong 3,500 every premium plus. So ibig sabihin, may 3,500 ka na, tapos may ROI ka pang 6,000. Kung naka-family package ka, 3,500 times 5. Magkano na yun? Opo, 15,000 na, di ba? Kumita ka na ng 15,000, tapos may balik ka pa na 70,000, magkano na yun? 85,000 na yun. Tapos, ang product mo mong makukuha, 338,000. Eh di ba madam, ang galing mong magbenta? Ibenta mo yun. Tama ba? So, ang palagi ko pong sagot sa mga tamad na downline, or hindi ko po sinasabing tamad po kayo, wag ko yung maano sa akin. Yung hindi nakakilos, ang lagi ko magtatanong, ilang account ka? Kasi yun po yung basihan. The big amount of capital equals big commitment po. Yun lang po.
Sobrang quick lang. Ang nangyayari po sa inyo is analysis paralysis. So, di ba, ang dami bakit si ganito, bakit yung nanay ko. So, ngayon po, wag ka na mag-analysis paralysis. Sundin mo yung sinabi ni Aklan Cecille, recomplete mo yung family package mo. Kasi technically naman, wala ka ng kinapital, bumalik na sa'yo. After mo sundin yung sinabi ni Aklan Cecille, sundin mo yung sinabi ni Gelai. Kilos-kilos ka na wala ka na iniisip. So, ngayon, right at this moment, ang pinakaunang gagawin mo yung sinabi natin Cecille. And balikan mo kami sa next season, iba na po ang mga sasabihin. Thank you.
Thank you very much, SPT Cecille, for the benefit of our friends. She said, you know, how much is your package? And she said, Premium Plus. She said, oh, that's the reason you're lazy. Because your investment is only Premium Plus. The best package of iFern is the family package, no? 330,000 investment. Let's see if you invested 330,000 pesos and you're still lazy. Because she equate the money invested with commitment. The bigger the money invested, the bigger the commitment and time that you will invest. So she said, after investing family package, you're still lazy, add another family package. Oh, you're still lazy, add another family package. Oh, you're still lazy, add another family package. Because every person have a different level of amount where it hurts already. You know, because when you invest big and then your wife or your husband asks you, where did the money go? Oh, I invested in family package. What did you do? Why are you not starting on the business? You invested such a big amount. Okay, so you are gonna have an argument with your husband or your wife because of the big amount invested and you're not doing anything. Okay, so, and then she said, yesterday and today, my eyes are seeing dollar signs because of the 500 peso discount that everybody's getting for the standard, premium, and premium plus. Understand that if it is not your downlines who's buying today, every leader here who invested using their credit card to buy the package, when you start selling tomorrow, you are earning not double the direct override commission. Instead of 500 per package, you are now earning 1,000 pesos per package. So she's saying you would be stupid if you're not gonna take advantage of this promo. Okay, by the way, I don't know if you've already purchased yet right now or not, because when this promo ends tomorrow, you're going to be saying, oh my God, I didn't purchase yesterday, too bad. Okay, because we are doing this only because we have big events, only because we have members from the provinces. Dahil nakilahok kayo sa event itong Sabado at Linggo, no? Ganon kami magmahal. Binabalik namin sa inyo yung pamasahe ninyo. Binabalik namin sa inyo yung puhunan ninyo para makilahok sa event. Di ba sinabi ko, mag-attend kayo, garantisado, ibabalik ko yung puhunan ninyo. Yung ticket ninyo na 1.5, bumili na kayo ng isang premium, bawi na yung 1.5 ninyo. Bumili kayo ng premium plus, kumita pa kayo dun sa 1.5 na ticket na pinili ninyo. No, so yesterday we had a lot of people taking advantage, but today there's not much people taking advantage. I hope later on, no, you will still take advantage because tomorrow this promo will no longer be there. And alam naman natin ng mga tao, puro hoping. Hindi ba? Baka bukas meron pa yan. Bukas na tayo bumili. No? At the end of the day, you already earn millions. Million na yung kinita nyo sa iPhone. Hindi pa ba kayo mamumuhunan? No, para kumita sa mga special na promo, para lang sa mga special na araw. Okay? Anybody with questions for the panel here before we move on to the next panel? Meron pa pong gusto magtanong? Yes. Come on.
Fantastic morning, Sir Tom, and ladies on stage. The Gelai, the Chano, the Melnie, and of course my grand upline, Lady Cecille. I hope I won't embarrass you with my question, but Cecille. But here it goes. Well, my question is because of what is about leadership. Earlier, when Sir Tom was awarded the top distributors, you mentioned something about one of the Sumalinog siblings who was thinking of stopping doing the iPhone business, but he was able to get back on track. So my question is something related to that. By the way, my name is Martin Perez. I'm very sorry. I'm an associate. I'm still fairly new here in iPhone. But of course, I also have downlines already, some members. Now, my question is about how were you able to get him back on track? For example, it's a general question as well. For all the leaders here on stage and all the leaders in the audience, the question is, how are you able to mobilize your collective downlines? Because I know that this is probably still early for me to ask this, but I'm pretty sure that I'll be a leader in my team in the future, and this might be a problem that I'll be encountering in the future. So, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of people will be able to relate to this question as well. So, I hope that anyone can answer that question. Thank you very much.
Okay, so you're an associate.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so how many of your downlines have stopped?
Well, only a couple. I'm doing the business part time. I'll be doing full time.
What is your full-time occupation or business?
My current occupation right now is I'm a corporate English teacher working from home.
Okay.
And
How much are you earning from this profession?
around 30 to 50,000 because I work from home. But
Okay, so which is it, 30 or 50?
well, it depends on the number. of
Okay,
visitors.
what is more often? Is 30,000 more often or 50,000 more often?
Well, probably around 40,000.
Okay, okay.
And I'm planning to go full time soon because
When is soon? 2024?
this February.
February.
February because I've seen the potential of iPhone and I strongly believe in the system. And my problem is explaining to some of my downlines or make them believe in the system like how I believe in the system. So I don't know if the PDs on stage I look up to have a formula or several formulae, for example, or strategies that they can impart. And I'm pretty sure that this will help us out.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your question. You just need to look at the 6 guests from Africa, and you already have your answer. That is their level of commitment they spend big money in order to fly to the Philippines, to participate in the event. No, but I will allow the people on stage, to answer your question. But you answered your question yourself, no? Number one, you're part-time. Number two, you're only an associate. Okay? And number three, you're fairly new. Okay? So all of these three questions automatically, you will not have big results at this short time. You will not have the big income that the upline or that the downlines will be amazed with, in order for them to resign also. And syempre, if the upline is not full-time, don't expect the downlines to be full-time. Okay? But, let me answer that. Who wants to answer? Yes, Melanie.
I will answer this very quick. And to answer your question, yes, there is actually a formula aside from the iPhone system. When I found out that my brother was about to give up, I actually gave up as well to him. Okay, but the one formula that we had for the presidential directors, we have the formula that we have is Tom. So I gave up for my brother as well because he already gave up. So I was like angry at that time. And I told her, sir, I'm going to but he did not. So this is not just my story. A lot of presidential directors, we have encountered a lot of problems. We already gave up, but he did not give up. So that is the most formula that we have in iPhone. So do not fear that if you're going to do the iPhone full time, hindi lang apply mo yung tutulong sa'yo. We have Sir Dom, and once he sees that you are actually 101% committed, then he will give you that 200% commitment. That is really true. No, that's no bonus. That is really true.
Thank you, Melanie. Anybody else who want to add? Canon, do you want to add? Or you want to subtract?
Ang question is, sir, is how to mobilize the inactive downlines, right? That's one of your questions. Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am, and at the same time, I was just surprised that it could happen at the PD level because I've heard some stories before of people who were already team builders, like new vice presidents who quit doing the system, but this is the first time that I heard at the PD level that it could happen that they get demotivated and they also think of quitting doing the business. So that's right. And of course, that's right, you're correct. Mobilizing the active downlines.
Ako, I have a simple thing na ginagawa sa mga inactive. I give them 20% of my time and 80% dun sa mga taong willing. So, hindi ko sila kinakalimutan. May mga GCs na patay, may mga taong hindi nag-reply, sin zone, inactive. I still, do my job as an upline. I inform them. But I do not give my commitment to them because they're not giving their commitment to me. So, ang simple na ginagawa ko, dyan ka lang, pag ready ka na, sabihan mo ako. Hindi sila hinihintay. Hindi nila trabaho na sundin ka. Yung negosyo mo lang, dapat yung tinitingnan mo. Sa akin, kung sino yung willing, yun yung yayakapin ko, yun yung tatrabahuin ko. Yung mga inactive, bahala sila. Alam ng Spartans yan, pag ayaw, bahala sila. Pero anytime that they need me, nandito lang ako. So, kung apply ka, paramdam ko lang sa kanila na nandyan ka, diba? Na pwede ka nilang tawagan anytime. Pero don't give the commitment na hindi nila binibigay. So, Yun lang, yun yung simple answer ko. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Gelai. No, let me just translate very quickly. Gelai said that for people who are inactive, how do you mobilize them to work? She said she gives 20% of her time to people who are inactive, no, and 80% of her time to people who are committed. And in IFERN, there are a lot of group chats. No? So these people, even though they are inactive, even on the group chats, even if they are seen zone, she will continue to inform them about activities, events, promos, new products, whatever. But definitely until these people give their commitment, she's not going to be committed to them because you need to give her time to the people who are committed. Siguro let me add to your question. Because you're new, and you have a profession that is, you're getting paid 30 to 40,000 working from home. It's not very clear here, but I think you're tall, I think you're good looking. No, I think you're a fuck boy. And we have many people, they're good looking, they're smart, they're very good in language. So they think they're above everybody else. No, that's why here in IFERN we always say, you're dumb, you're stupid, you're ugly, I don't care. You're old, you're young, we don't care. Because everybody have a fair chance here. You don't need to be smart, you don't need to have a high career attainment. Pangit ka, bobo ka, wala ka nalating sa buhay, pantay-pantay lang yan sa IFERN. Lahat kaya ko payamanin. Okay, basta kayang sumunod. Okay, so oftentimes it's the smart people, the good-looking people. They are the most difficult to make follow because they think they're better than everybody else. When they see people don't look as good as them, they don't want to listen. Okay? They see people who are bad in English, they don't want to listen. They see people who have not achieved much in the corporate world, they don't want to listen. They see people who have low academic achievement, they don't want to listen. Okay, every time when I have a conversation with Ken and Ray, oftentimes their problem is they have low self-esteem. Sir, you only finished high school. Our downlines are judge, fiscal, doctor, hospital owner, engineer, people with high achievement, anak ng mayor, anak ng congressman. He said, sir, how will they listen to me? How can I motivate them? I said, you arrive in your fucking 8.6 million Porsche Carni and they will listen. You talk to them wearing your 6 million peso gold Rolex, they will listen to you. At the end of the day, the world is fair. Doesn't matter you're good looking, you're bad looking, you're fat, you're skinny, you don't have any career attainment, you don't have any education attainment. As long as you're fucking rich, you're the king. As you're fucking rich, you're the king. Okay? So you may be good looking, you may be good in English, but at the end of the day, if 30,000 is not enough to pay for your bills, the people in IFERN are better than you. Okay? So, maybe Melnie Rances is not as good looking as you. But Melnie Rances is earning $500,000 a month, you're earning 40,000 a month. Okay? Maybe your many girlfriends are better looking than Cecille Rances. But Cecille Rances is earning $1 billion a month. Right? Okay, so at the end of the day, your question was, I hope I don't embarrass my upline.
Yes, sir.
But in my opinion, when you ask that question, you embarrass your upline because all you needed to do was listen to your upline and you already have the answer to your question. Okay? So, fair lang ako. Hindi ako galit sa'yo, hindi kita pinapaya. Kahit sino magtanong, nandito ako sumagot. Because in IFERN, we only speak the truth. No, I will not sugarcoat anything. I will not put icing on the cake to make it look better. Because at the end of the day, kahit natuyo yung inakain natin, kahit na asin yung kakainin mo with kanin, may make sure ko, kaya kitang payamanin dito sa IFERN.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay? So with that, we end this segment. So, thank you very much to my guests. Let's all give them a round of applause.